As you can see in the Orthodox Jewish Hebrew Bible, the Moshiach can see. See this word? What does the Moshiach see? He sees Zerah. If we are Moshiach's seed, then we are heirs with Moshiach. Where does he see this? In his kever. You see the word kever? It means grave. So in Isaiah 53, we're talking about Moshiach. However, you might say, well, that's Israel, not Moshiach. But if you go to chapter 42, and if you look especially at verse 19, you will see that that Israel is blind. It says, "Who is blind like my servant Israel?" In other words, 42:19 is speaking about Israel's blindness. Look at this. Mi iver, who is blind, like Avdi, like my servant. So Israel is the blind servant, Isaiah 42:19, but Moshiach is the servant who sees and is not blind. And it's important for you to look at this because we thought he was smitten of God. We thought that Mashiach was cursed, but he was wounded. We thought he was accursed of God, but he was wounded for our transgressions. Now, when you go to Deuteronomy 21, you find out that whoever is hanged on ha'etz is cursed. But we know that Mashiach was hanged on the etz for us. He took our curse for us. And in the Orthodox Hasidic Yiddish Bible, which is afii.org/capital O, capital H, capital Y, capital B, you can see that when you get to this passage, you're able to realize what we're actually talking about here. Because it says, see Devarim 21:23. Arur is everyone which is hanged on a boim. And we're looking now at the extremely important scripture, Kof Lamed Lamed Hey, on the of the Torah. There's a curse of the Torah. Deuteronomy 27:26. Cursed is everyone who does not fulfill all the words of this Torah to do it. So what I'm looking at here is the redemption. The redemption that we have. And the meaning of the blood. First of all, see the meaning of the blood. what is the meaning of the blood? And when I see the blood, I will pasak over you. This is Shemot chapter 12, verse 13 in the Torah. Does that pasuk, does that verse have something in it for us today? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is full of meaning, because the blood, which is safak, the poured out on the first Pesach, is the sign of the blood that Moshiach, Zechariah 6, 11 and 12, Yeshua, Yehoshua, Tzemach Shemo, Yeshaya 53, 7, Kaseh, Latavak, Yuval, would pour out at Pesach. And yes, it is at Pesach that Moshiach, that he was Talah, that he was Tet Lamed Hey, hanged, suspended on a boim. And it's so important for you to see that in Beis Shmuel, chapter 18, around verse 14, Absalom is hanged on the tree. And when he's hanged on the tree, a mavaser has to run, and basically in the Orthodox Jewish Bible, it says, notice in this chapter 18, that the peace-bringing Besorah Tovah of Ben David, Talui al Ha'etz, requires a mavaser to herald it. Musar Shalomenu Alav, the punishment that brought us peace was upon him. This is why you need the Orthodox Jewish Bible, because it tells you plainly about Moshiach and the Geulah, the redemption from the curse of Egypt, the curse of transgression of the Torah, the curse of death. And we thank Hashem that on Yom HaTahiyah HaMoshiach, he stood up alive. And this is the good news that we preach everywhere. And it's the good news that Mashiach wants all peoples to know. He's not willing that any should perish. Pasak, to pass over. That's what he wants to do. He wants to pass over you. And when the blood is seen, the kapora, then this is your redemption and your salvation.